What's happening, guys? It's your boy Zikejunior, and welcome back to Football Fans Frenzy. Guys, it's good to have Bello back in the house. Hi, Bello.
Hi man, what's up? Happy New Year.
Good. Well, the last time Bello was on this show, he was not engaged. So, congrats, man. Bello is finally engaged. Congrats. We are definitely going to be there for your wedding, and we pray that God will continue to bless your union, provide you with all the things you need, to stay.
Amen, bro. Amen.
It's good to have Ike back on the show. Say hello, Ike.
I think something is wrong with his connection.
Yeah, something is wrong with this connection. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, smash a like on this video and share the link with your friends. Of course, you guys know why we are here today is to talk about football, to talk about the top stories of the week, and also to give you our pre-match analysis and predictions for the games that we have this week in the English Premier League. So welcome to Saturday Football with Zikejunior. Bello is here, Ike is here. Hopefully, Boskunle joins us shortly. Let's quickly dive in, guys. Without further ado, I would have loved Boskunle to be here at the beginning of the show so that we can have a serious battle between Ike and Boskunle. It's gonna go down this evening, man. It's going down this evening. Well, it's going to be crazy. Well, one thing is for sure, Manchester United does not do well against Arteta's Arsenal. So I don't know. It's gonna be a crazy game.
For some
Not at
reason.
all. Yeah, for some reasons, I don't know why. They just tend to switch only.
It's time for breaking records. It's time for breaking records. So anything could happen. Liverpool lost at home. So anything could happen. And you know,
Maybe
Arsenal,
players will get angered with the fact that they lost to Sheffield.
sorry?
I say hopefully Manchester United players get angered with the fact that they lost to Sheffield. A reaction or something.
Manchester United don't lose away from home. So I mean the handwriting's on the wall already. If you know what I mean.
I'm sorry, guys. You're supposed to talk about some topics first, but man, when you have a mouth-watering fixture like Arsenal against Manchester United at the Emirates Stadium, you just tend to deviate. But guys, let's quickly talk about the one and only Lingard. He finally secured a move to West Ham on loan. And really, I want to ask you guys: is this a good move or a bad move? Bello, what do you think?
I have my reservations, to be honest, because one would expect someone who has not been in the team for over half a season to from almost more than 6 months. He's not been in the Manchester United team since Bruno Fernandes came in. He's been out of the team. So one would expect that he will go to a club whereby he would be an assured starter. With the amount of attackers and attacking midfielders that West Ham have, I don't see him being um, I don't see him being a fixture in 11. But they've lost Hala, and Moyes might be trying to play false nine football. So I don't know. He could just be his time to shine. I don't know, but I have my reservations, to be honest.
Okay, what do you think?
Serious reservations, like Bello said. I was expecting him to go to a club where the him starting is actually feasible than West Ham. Firstly, because the way West Ham set up, to say I don't think Jesse Lingard would fit into their formation. And then we know what's it called? Moyes has a lot of exciting players, but then he doesn't use them like he's
like Yamalonko.
He has the kind of players he wants to play.
Guys like
Lanzini. For instance, Soucek and Rice, their position is settled. So with both of them, he prevents Bowen and maybe someone like Fornals on the other wing, because those guys work pretty hard, and then they have exciting deliveries inside the box for Antonio to chase. And Lingard is not that kind of player. We know his best form was, I think, before the World Cup, 17-18 season. And then he operated basically as a number 10, let's say. And then West Ham don't set up like that. So I don't see him actually fitting into that team. I think it's actually a bad move for him. I don't think he would break into the 11. And then he's going in January, just for how many months he's returning to United. So I felt he would have gone to a better team. But then I just wish him the best.
Yeah, or the best we can do is wish him the best. Yeah, unfortunately, I also felt like he should be going to a team where he will get game time. And I don't see Moyes disrupting the cohesion in his team now just to have Jesse Lingard in that squad. So I don't think it's a very good move. I expected him to go to a place where he can regain his confidence, regain his form. Probably a Germany would have done him a better, would have given him a better, yeah. Go to Germany. Sorry to say, first league, part starts and come back with high morale and motivation, and maybe we'll still Lingard back and forth again. But well, the move is done. He's at West Ham, and we see what happens. I know for most Manchester United fans, it's even more disappointing because you want a loan move where the club can actually secure him permanently. If he doesn't get a game time in West Ham, it's difficult to get a permanent deal. So
He's coming back.
He's back at Manchester United, which is still a problem. And his wages are quite high, about £80,000 or 100 per week.
100.
I really don't think it's a good one, even for Manchester United.
Well, we'll just have to wait.
Sorry, Bello, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I said we'll just have to wait and see, considering the fact that they lost Hala and they've not bought any other attacker. So I'm just thinking maybe they have an idea of like maybe playing false nine or something. I think it's something he should do.
False nine with Lingard.
Or I don't know. Anything.
That would be man.
Well, even the games where
nobody can keep Antonio on the bench. That's like their best player.
Even the games that what's his name? Moyes has decided to rest Antonio. He plays Bowen as the false nine or something. He cannot play Lingard there. No, Lingard, no. Let's just wait and see.
Come on, you're talking about Lingard for Christ's sake. It's Lingard.
Really?
Well, one thing is for sure, he doesn't need to wait for a long time to dance in London. He'll be dancing on a regular in London now. So carry on.
Have they played the second leg at Arsenal?
I don't think so. I don't think West Ham has played Arsenal for a second leg, but we'll see. We'll see.
No, let's
move on, guys. The next topic we have, I don't know what you guys think. I have my reservation, but do you think Tuchel will improve Chelsea?
If I say what I want to say, Bello will eat me up. He's his boy. So we just have to wait and see. But then I think he would, with the kind of players Chelsea have and the way Tuchel sets his team up and actually wants to play, it might take a little time, maybe not this month, maybe from next month. But I think on the long run, he's going to get the best out of a couple of players from that are in Chelsea presently, and especially if he's giving funds to maybe sign maybe one or two other partners, maybe in central defense and maybe a striker. I don't know. I just think for real, Chelsea have not really sorted out their problem at the back. I don't think Thiago Silva is not a long-time fix. Zuma is not trustworthy. Christensen, and then the way Tuchel actually sets the team up, they have high press and the defender has been very comfortable on the ball, passing up on the back and moving forward. I think he's going to do well. But then we know England. If he does well after a season and then they understand him and understand how he plays, then he might come to struggle. So, but for now, I think he's going to do well. But not this month, though. Not maybe from March or thereabout. It might be too late for them. But then I think Tuchel is going to do well. He's a good coach. I like the way he sets his team up to play. I like the instruction he gives his players. For me, they're going to benefit most of the players in Chelsea, the likes of Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech. They're going to benefit. But then I don't think Giroud or Abraham might just be the center for what they need. Maybe he might move Werner there, but I don't know. But I think he's going to do well overall. Going to do well.
Well, I tell you what, Ike, if Chelsea doesn't qualify for the Champions League, he might just get sacked.
It's not new.
Trust me, the chances are there. If he don't qualify for the Champions League, he might just get sacked.
But the league is pretty open.
For me, overall, I think he's a better coach than Lampard. Overall, like in terms of tactics and setting up the team, and reading the opposition. I think overall he's a better coach than
Man was
Lampard.
in France. Man was in France for crying out loud. That's the Farmers League.
No, but like if you check it, all he said his professional coaching career from Mainz. There's no club he has coached that has not won a trophy. He won a trophy with Mainz. He won a trophy with
Yeah,
Dortmund. He
with
won trophies
Dortmund.
with what's it called, PSG. So coming to Chelsea, I don't think Chelsea is going to be any different. You saw the game against them. I suffered. I used to suffer through matches with Frank Lampard at the helm, but when I watched Chelsea against Wolves, I felt like they were onto something. They kept 76% possession. I know having the ball is not a guarantee for success, but your opponents cannot hurt you if they don't have the ball. Obviously,
That's very
now
true.
they were actually very unlucky. They had a lot of big chances that they missed. Even at the last minute, Kai Havertz had one head. That was the first time I've seen Kai Havertz playing 90 minutes since he came to Chelsea. Like, okay, he played one against Brighton also, but like it's been hard for him to. I've not seen him perform that well the way he
The
did
way,
on Tuesday and Wednesday. He did very well in that setup,
yeah,
and I think that the way they are playing, the way we didn't for somebody that just trained for 2 days to drastically change the way his team was set up. I mean, it was something to behold. It was a sight to behold. So I think he should be able to compete for top four, considering the fact that he's just probably just 6 points away from top four. Two victories and 2 losses for one of his opponents, and that's it. He'll get into the top four. So I think that'll be for him. And they have Atletico Madrid coming up, so I don't think anybody at Chelsea is holding their breath for that match.
Well, Bello, one thing is for sure, it's the Premier League. Having the possession does not guarantee you victories. Pep
No,
found it the hard way.
I
So
understand that.
he found out the hard way. Meanwhile, Olatunji says Bello looking responsible. Guy, this dude is about to get married. He has to look responsible. You know this thing about people, man, when you go to the East, they first of all size the man coming to marry their daughter, like, oh, you take care of a woman. So you need to start looking responsible for that time. I think you know how these things work.
that's why
Oh my.
that's why I'm asking him when we're going to the East now.
Okay, Altis says, to be honest, I feel Tuchel might come good because in his first game they played with more tactical instructions and he showed in their game. But he might come good and
True.
then leave a in team mode.
Because
To
they
manage
sacrificed
Chelsea, you just have to keep having ups, slow down. The moment you get it down, you're out. Like just
17
ups.
coaches 2003. I won't be surprised. They can sack Pep, they can sack Club. There's nobody they cannot sack.
Truly.
And I did say that I also feel the Germans will come good under him. Havertz started looking like a footballer and not the drunkard we've seen these past few weeks.
This guy has something against Harvard. He has something against
well,
Harvard.
well, we are supposed to have a court case for Havertz. He has been terrible. He has been terrible. Seriously.
Yeah, low power, to be honest. To be very honest.
Terrible.
Been...
So let's quickly move on from that, and then we've seen the performance of Gareth Bale so far this season in Tottenham, and one will begin to wonder: is he still cut out for the top leagues? And so, Bello, is Gareth Bale's football career over? Will you really consider Gareth Bale's football career, especially in the top league, over?
Honestly, it's hard to say because I mean we know that he still has the ability. When he plays for Wales, we see that intensity. We see that what's it called? We see that quality in his game, you know. But when he that comes like in Spurs, I was very surprised. I've been vocal about it. I said, why would you loan somebody? Reportedly, they said they loaned him for 20 million pounds. Why would you loan somebody for 20 million
20
pounds
million.
and not play him? Obviously, there was a
You're
game.
not playing.
I think it was against West Ham. He came in. I don't know if he scored or not, but he lost possession, and from that counter attack, Cresswell was able to score a cross for somebody to head in. Or Lanzini, I can't remember who scored that goal. And they drew that match 3-3 with 5 minutes or so to go. They were leading 3-0 up until the second minute. And it was after Bale came in that they considered 2 goals, I think. So I think from then, Mourinho being Mourinho now. Like, oh, this guy doesn't mark, bedroom mark. So, like, you know. So,
pragmatic.
I'm coming for
I
you.
think, I think he probably just has to, like, maybe. I mean, he was a superstar for years, like one of the faces of football for years. Now coming back to play big part role, like Zidane actually broke him and all that. So I would expect that maybe after this loan with Tottenham, maybe when he returns to Madrid, he should just look for a move to a club that will value him. You know, there are clubs that will play you no matter what happens. They know
Yeah, a
that
PSG would have even played him.
you know.
With
So
that
like,
wage, with his
no.
wages.
With after he leaves Madrid, I don't know when his contract. I think his contract should be expiring at the end of this summer. I'm not sure, but if he leaves Madrid, because obviously people are leaving bad situations. Ozil has left. Sanchez left Manchester United. So like
Yeah.
I would expect that he will also take, if he still loves football, if he still feels like it's something he wants to, because he looks like he's lost.
Also,
He looks like he doesn't
he's off.
love football
Really,
anymore.
really.
So if he still loves football, I think he should look for a move somewhere else and like rediscover himself. You know, just let the glory years of his career be glorious. You know, not being this beast. This we shouldn't remember him like this. Obviously, that's what I think.
Truly.
Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't be remembering Gareth Bale like this. He actually should be ending his career on a high. Abiola says, "Well done, guys. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming in on the show." And Blackheart says Gareth Bale should probably just go to Chelsea, to Chinese league. The guy is finished at the top level. Well, Chinese league is not even lucrative anymore. They've cut down the wages, so I don't think he wants to go there right now. Nobody wants
No,
to go.
Oscar still loves it there. Oscar loves it there. Belu's guy.
Well,
Just have
Oscar's reason is clear. He told you that he needs to make money for his family. So he's the man.
oh my god.
But then
You cannot
as for Bill, I think the way when you even see him, the little cameos he has on the pitch, you just feel like this guy has lost interest for this game at the top level.
He's
He
a
only
golfer
turns up
now.
when he's putting on a Wales jersey and the little time, yeah. So I just feel maybe like Bello said, when I think he still has like a year and a half, a year and 6 months left on his Madrid contract.
You can
I don't
always
think he would want to sit on the bench with that.
Yeah.
Yes, but then that is if he still has interest for the game. The way he doesn't even look bothered. Like I don't know how to put it. Okay, look, someone like Ozil now he has gone to Fenerbahce. At least he still knows he can offer something there. Took a huge pay cut, but then Bale just looks like somebody that just wants to rack up the cash. Then after that, look for something else to do. Maybe play golf like he wants. But I then for we football fans, we would want to see him maybe cancel his contract with Madrid and go somewhere that the club will play him no matter what, and then he can maybe enjoy himself for maybe 1-2 years and then go to maybe MLS or something. It's just sad seeing Bale this way, but then I think it's over for him at the top.
They forced me to enter the Selhoughton's challenge or whatever you guys called it. The light is out. Anyway, we'll continue. I'm definitely not going naked. Don't worry. It's not going to happen.
Bale actually loves that challenge. Bale loves that challenge. I don't know.
I'm engaged. Don't say such things like this outside.
No, I'm not saying you're not engaged, but you shall love it. I have receipts. He said there's something about the challenge that makes I don't know.
Our team says Joseph said in his last interview that he needs to step up now during Kane's absence, and he might see more game time and regain his form. It's not easy for someone who didn't play regular football. It's really not easy. You're right. Jimo says he will survive in French league or Turkish league, and he will still be relevant. Yeah, I feel so too. He should go to one of those leagues and just pad stats to the end of his career, so that when we are calling out his achievements, we will mention 700 and something goals in his footballing career, and it will look good for somebody that did not watch him play, Well, Blackheart says he should probably play for Wales and then go fully into golf. Yeah, man says he loves golf, so just out for him.
Exactly.
Man looks lost in football.
Well, Usain Bolt tried to play football after his running career, so Bill can actually play golf after it. Let's quickly move on, guys. But Pogba claimed earlier this week that certain players actually cheated Man United. What do you feel about these guys? Is it correct? Ike?
This is what I call I even like words like they say what do they call her? Ketsu calling charcoal black, something of that nature. I don't know if someone is to open their mouth to say something like this, it shouldn't be Paul Pogba for crying out loud.
He's
This
guilty.
club went out of their way. This club went out of their way to buy you transfer record of 100 million pounds then for a midfielder at the age of 24 from Juventus. Brought him in, gave him a contract worth, how much is he earning? Then how many times can he beat his chest and say, okay, I've played my heart out for this club?
And
Since his second return to the club. Since his second return. Like if he should say, I have cheated this club, I have cheated Man United since I came back with my performances and all, then we can listen to him and take him serious. Not say certain players cheated. Who are the certain players, for crying out loud? Man, I don't know. Pogba shouldn't be saying this. He shouldn't be saying this, truly. If he wants to actually play with his heart for the rest of his contract and then live on a free, or just wants to play well so we can maybe get something for him in the summer, he should just play and stop putting on crap like this. He's just I don't know, would I call it cloud chasing or something? Players cheating on United with their performance.
Bele, did you see
wrong,
the video?
man. Coming from
saying it in a serious face.
Sorry?
Did you see the video? He was actually saying it in a serious face.
I actually didn't see it. I read it.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't see it. I was even surprised when I heard it.
Oh my.
Like, what's he talking?
Do you get? Why wouldn't you be surprised?
What's he bring that leg? I think it wasn't the one that was saying, "Oh, he needs to consider his future after the World Cup or something." Or was it last year or 2019?
Yes.
Then he said
he said it in 2018 after the World Cup. He still said it last summer.
If not that people could not afford him, don't you think he would have left by now? He should go and sit down.
He would have left the club. I don't know. Do you get saying players cheated on the club?
His agents came out to attack what's he called, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Even there was this interview I saw, BBC, no, not BBC, Talksport online. They showed the video. He called in, his agent Raiola called into the. I don't know if you guys saw it. His agent called in and he was saying they were asking him questions on why he was like strongaming clubs and all that, and he kept on saying, "Oh, he's just looking after the interest of Pogba." And I keep on asking this question: Who is in charge of the agents? Don't the players tell the agents what to do, what they want?
Do you understand? And Pogba has never said anything against Rola.
I wonder why your agent will go out and do something that is not of your own interest, and then you can't caution him. Is it done anywhere? It's very funny, to be honest.
And it's not like you cannot leave your agent, because I know Lingard contracted Rola and he has left him too. So I don't know.
Even Lukaku left him.
So I really don't understand Pogba's relationship with Rola. It seems like he's a puppet when he comes to
I don't know.
He said that I smell Rola behind the mic. I also smell Rola behind the mic. It sounds like what Rola has asked him to say. Just to keep clout or to. But dude, you've been the one robbing Manchester United broad daylight since you actually came to Manchester United. If anybody should be talking about players actually not giving in their best, and he even started mentioning things like some players are not tracking back to mark and everything, and putting.
Just imagine.
Like you're really telling us how you've been playing, and you are saying some players, dude, you've been robbing Manchester United for the past how many years? So it probably shouldn't be the players to be saying stuff. It's just a disaster. Disaster. Abiola says he's one of them now, and he's the leader. I'm telling you, he's the admin of the WhatsApp.
Truly, he's the grand patron. Like, do you get? Nigga his laziness actually caused his problem with Mourinho, and then he's coming out to say, "What, man?
His laziness has actually costed Manchester United some points this season before he picked up. Yes. So because he feels
laziness losing the ball in crucial areas of the pitch. How many times has he lost the ball that we considered? As in, I beg, Pogba may no verse now.
Okay. I smell porn here. He said, "Don't worry, you'll be the one to destroy us now today." This is definitely.
Hey Jimo, calm down. Hey,
Jimo, calm down. Auntie says, "I beg, I need to see the video tracking back. I'll try and send you the link after the show." It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Let's move on, guys. At this point, we have to look into the games we have this weekend in the Premier League. And the first one is by 13:30 West African time, Everton, Newcastle United. Bello, what's your prediction?
Calvert Lewin should score a brace in that match. Well,
I
not
forgot
because I have
FPL.
my
FPL, FPL.
but if you score a brace and put Newcastle to the best, you know. So, yeah, I think. Let me just say 2-1 to Everton.
Do you actually see Newcastle scoring a goal?
They are good with set pieces and all that. So yeah, and
When was the last time they scored even 2 seconds?
they have to arrest that slump in form at some point in time. People are beginning to pick up points.
They've
Fulham
not
are
won a
picking up.
game in 9.
Now, it has to stop at some point now. Sheffield too had not won a game until they went to, now.
Must you do this? Must you
I
do
see
this?
what you're doing there.
Must you do this?
Okay. Yeah, so Ike, what's the prediction?
I don't know. Something I don't know. I just want I don't know. I have Callum Wilson in my FPL, so I don't know. I don't that idiot. Oh God. I don't know.
Yes.
I have boys on my bench.
Yes.
I left him on the bench.
Okay, but I think Everton have been. I think most of their players are back. James is back. Digne is back. So I feel Everton should win comfortably. It's a 3-1 Everton prediction.
Yeah, I had my prediction show earlier this morning. I actually went for a 3-0 win for Everton. I think they're just gonna run riots. Like Newcastle is nothing to. Yeah, 3-0 victory.
They've been holding.
I'm very high, man. Even though I don't have DCL in my FPL, but I just feel like Everton is gonna run riots. Let's quickly. Abiola says it's gonna be a 2-2. I really don't see Newcastle scoring 2 goals, man. I don't see Newcastle scoring 2 goals. And Bakat says Everton 2, Newcastle 1. Yeah, this is a bit realistic. Even though I still don't feel Newcastle will get a goal. Ortiz is closer to me. He says 2-0 win to Everton with a DCL brace to cap it. Bruce hasn't won a game in 10. Well, from what you're saying, Ortiz, DCL is probably in your FPL. Whenever you drop selfish comments like this, it's clear what you're looking for. He also says Ike still has that fraud in his team, wasted by triple captain on him. Who is that, please, Ike?
What's his name? Callum Wilson.
Who should be captain Callum Wilson for crying out loud?
Like, I don't understand why you captain.
Triple captain. Guy, you need Kane.
Honestly.
You know when game week is over, then you see that somebody maybe triple captain Antonio and he scored a hat trick. Those kind of rare strikers that you don't expect to really score.
You saw the headlines flash in front of his eyes. Callum Wilson.
My guy was shocked. The next game after that by 16:00 West African time is Crystal Palace versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. This is a very difficult one to predict. Dele, what's your thoughts?
I think Crystal Palace should win. If they don't win or draw, 0-0 draw. I don't think Wolves have not been scoring for a while now.
Like, how do you have 4 strikers against the Chelsea side? You had an Adama Traore, you had pacey wingers, and all you needed was a man inside the box to convert chances. You have 4 of them, and you decided not to use one. I think Nuno just got it wrong against Chelsea. It was a terrible game.
And he was lucky that he wasn't punished. He was very lucky.
Yeah. Very lucky.
I think Nuno has actually lost it a bit. I don't know. Their last win was against Chelsea when they beat Chelsea 2-1.
Yeah,
that was last. Yeah, that was the last game they won. And since then they've not scored. They've not scored from open play. I think all their goals have come through set piece since that game. They've not actually walked a ball to the box and scored. In fact, the only game that they scored a goal was against West Brom, 3-2, and they lost. The day Bobby scored and Fabio Silva.
Yeah, their last
those 2 goals. They've not scored a goal. I don't know. Yeah, and Crystal Palace. I think it's going to be a very slim victory for maybe just slim margin, maybe 1-0 win for Palace.
I really don't also feel Crystal Palace has what it takes to win that game. Sorry to say, but I really don't see Crystal Palace winning that game. So
I think going forward they're better. Going forward they're better. Zaha is threatening. Benteke is back among the goals. So I don't know. I think Crystal Palace might just sneak it.
Crystal Palace bought this new striker, Mateta from Germany. one French guy. So hopefully we'll see him today.
Yeah. From yeah.
Juma Abiola says Crystal Palace 1, Wolves
Jesus.
3. Ooh. Man on fire. And Blackard says Crystal Palace 2, Wolves 1. Realistic still. And Ortiz says I want a 0-0 draw because Nuno is running out of ideas without Jimenez. He's bothered about getting a striker and not trying to improvise. If by any chance Palace win, it's going to be a 1-0 win. It's going to be a very tight game, that's for sure. And I really don't understand what Nuno is doing, especially like just to replace Jimenez, you brought in 3 strikers already. I hope it works out.
Yeah.
And I heard that
Coutone is going to return, so
yeah, it's going back.
So man will be playing for like 2 clubs in one season.
Exactly.
Does it still work that way? I think there was a rule that says you can't do that. I don't know. I think there was a time.
I don't know, Sha. But since he's already transferred, that means there's a workaround.
Yeah,
I was trying to remember the name of the striker. There was someone that had such issues, and then I think it was Ben Alpha, right? After the 3rd move, he could not play for the club.
Yeah, it was Ben Alpha.
I don't know.
Ben Alpha. Well, a lot of things have been adjusted. If you think you knew football like 5, 6, 7 years ago, you go back and study again. A lot of things changed from what we used to know. So we just keep learning every day. I think I'll find that out after this show. Just do some research and see what the rule says about transfers presently. Let's quickly move on, guys. 16:00 West African time. This is the game below is waiting for. Manchester City vs Sheffield. City is running riot. No 2 ways about it.
6-0. 6-0.
No, wait.
6-0.
Wait.
Bello, don't do that. Don't do that. Bello, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We know Pep. Wait. Bello, just one question. Bello, wait now. Just one question. Did Pep praise Wilder in his press conference yesterday? Yes or no?
No, he praised the team. He didn't praise Wilder. He praised the team.
How about? Okay, but you know what happens when he does that?
Whenever he does that.
When he praises the coach, something can happen. But this one, he praised the team.
Oh, really?
So,
which double things will happen. It's going to get worse. Sheffield is dead. One thing is definitely not underrated the way Manchester United did. Especially after that.
I think we will not defend that defending was very, especially for that second goal, was too poor.
It was
an eyesore.
I think I don't know. I think it will be a slim victory for us. It won't be a whitewash like you guys are predicting. Maybe 1 or 2-1 or something.
Sorry, Bello, what's your definition of slim victories? Sorry.
1-0 or 2-1.
Against Sheffield.
You kidding me, right? Slim victory. It should be like 4-0 now. That's slim victory.
Sheffield have won 3 in 4 in other cups apart from the Premier League. Do you get?
Okay.
So anything can happen.
Nothing can happen. This is the
I don't say
no Old Trafford.
Nothing will happen, bros.
Nothing will happen. No Old Trafford. Diaz and Stones.
Coming in.
God bless you.
65 Sheffield 1. God bless you, my brother.
No clean sheet, guys.
I did that clean sheet though. I prefer 1-0.
Clean sheets.
Blackard says City 4, United Sheffield United 0. I almost got confused. Anytime you hear United, your mind goes to Man United. See, everybody's in the same line. City is gonna run riot today. I think Sheffield will walk away with it.
Please, just read.
Wait, I hope you can see my 2 hand. Waka. You know what you're trying to do? It's not possible.
Oh my God.
Crazy. It's right. Hey, look at this guy. So. At least, will you take this your hoodlum behavior away from here? Oh my God. Okay, guys, the game of the weekend, the game everybody is waiting for by 18:30 West African time, Arsenal versus Manchester United. Bello, what's your take on this game?
Because it favors me, because it's something I feel will work in my own favor. I would I'll say a draw. 1-1 draw.
Okay, if he wasn't going to favor you, what would you say?
Honestly, it's hard to say because normally one should look at this fixture and say Manchester United win because you've not lost away from home in over a year. Like you guys are months away from home, but you also look at the record Ole has against Arteta and it's like, what's happening here, bro? Like, waiting this up. So just I don't know. It's hard to say. I'll still predict a draw. Because I
In my
don't
head,
think Ole.
I actually went for a 1-1 draw. I just feel it's going to be a 1-1 draw. For some reason, I feel Manchester United will not lose, but they will still not play very well, and it's just going to be. I also feel like it's a game that will be decided by two people. If Partey turns up against Bruno, Arsenal might just carry the day. But if Bruno is able to find a way around Partey, then it's just going to be.
I think Bruno will score something today because he's not scored in four matches, and that's very unlikely.
Is Bruno in your FPL?
No, I don't have.
Because the way you're praising Bruno, bros, we need to be sure.
He has never signed Bruno.
I can want to take on this game.
I feel the game will be won by fine margins. Just if there will be a victory in the game, it's going to be very slim. I know United are going to set up in a way that it will not be more like the way they set up against Liverpool at Anfield. So it's going to be actually very difficult to give away chances to Arsenal to punish us. So I feel it might just be a draw. It might be a draw or a very slim victory for Arsenal.
Well, the game is later this evening.
But then I feel it finally boils down to the players. It finally boils down to the players. It depends on how they take the Sheffield defeat. Okay, because from the Arsenal camp, they're full of confidence right now. They've not lost a game since they beat Chelsea. I think since that's like 5 games. 6. Yes, for like 6 games, they've been playing really well, keeping clean sheets. I think they only conceded against 1 goal against Southampton. They've kept 5 clean sheets in a row, considered just 1 against Southampton, and they've won their last 6 of 5 matches. So the team is on high confidence right now. So I feel they'll be coming into the game more confident than United, taking to the fact that United lost to Sheffield at home. If we had won the Sheffield game with the performance we had against Liverpool at Anfield and at Old Trafford, let's say the victory against Sheffield would have given United players much more confidence going into this. So I just feel confidence-wise, Arsenal are a step ahead now. So it might just be the edge for them. So I feel a draw or a slim victory for Arsenal.
Otis says, honestly, I feel United will run riot against Arsenal. I feel a 2 or 3-0 victory.
Don't you get tired? Otis, don't you get tired? Like, don't you get tired, man? You don't get tired, man. I don't get it.
Jimo says Bruno to score and assist. Bros, Bruno day of FPL.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
And he's an Arsenal fan, can you imagine? But he's not saying the score. Okay, he's dropping a score like Arsenal 1 and Blackard says Arsenal 1 and Manchester United 3.
We are dead today. They are setting everything up for us.
Blackard B. Now I get chicken.
No, let me get chicken. No, chicken.
No, be me, Bello.
Like to make I go now for that.
Jima says, so they carry team go relegation. Bros, you just did disguise. You know how you feel, man. You actually know how
you did disguise.
Has more chances to win this game. There's no 2 ways about it. There's just no 2 ways about it. By 21:00 West African time, Southampton will be playing Aston Villa. Very difficult game to predict, guys. What's your take, Ike?
I think both teams have surpassed expectations from the beginning of the season. They've actually been playing very well. Ralph has actually done a very brilliant job with Southampton, and the resurgence of Aston Villa from fighting relegation last season to them taking how many points this season already, and they still have like 2 games in hand. Dean Smith has actually done a beautiful job with Villa. And now they have Barkley back. Barkley back behind Watkins and Grealish on form. Well, I feel it's going to be an open game, but then I expect Villa to win. 2-1 Villa for me.
Yeah, very close. These two teams have actually been playing very well. Aston Villa sits 10th on the table, I mean 11th, while Villa sits just Aston Villa sits 10th. Southampton actually just sits below them on 11th. So it's going to be a tough one. Villa has only one game in their last 5 fixtures. They've actually been a bit shaky recently, while Southampton has also won just one in their last 5 fixtures. So it's going to be a very crazy tie and a very interesting fixture because we know both teams are definitely going to attack. Bilo, what do you think?
It's hard to predict because, like, as much as they're good in attack, they've been letting in some very cheap goals past 2-3 weeks. Some really stupid defensive mistakes. So it's going to be down to who holds the line better. But based on a fact, Danny Ings has not scored in a while. What's this guy? This guy that wears number 10 for Southampton. His strike
Adams.
Adams. Also not scored in a while. Walcott has not scored in a while. You know, so it's going to be really tough. I don't know. I'll predict it either way. I think I'll predict it either way.
Well, I actually went for a 2-2 draw.
You won't be wrong.
Yeah, both teams will score, and I just feel like it's going to be a draw game for some reason because both teams have a lot to fight for. Like they are equally tied in the table, so it's just going to be it's a crazy picture. It's one game that anybody would want to watch because it's definitely going to be an interesting picture.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. And on Sunday, by 13:00 West African time, Chelsea will be playing Burnley. Can we consider this battle of the bastards?
Chelsea. If they set up the way they Wolves,
we know what Burnley is going to do. We all know what
Burnley use 2 strikers, and traditionally, when you use 2 strikers against 3 defenders, there's usually a lot of problems, you know. So, I think Chelsea will win, but like Burnley will cause them a lot of troubles. So maybe a 3-1 win for Chelsea.
3-1.
I think
that's 3 goals anyway.
I think Tuchel is going to see. He's going to have the first team proper low block. like Ingo complain tire for touchdown on Sunday because this guy is not actually play football. I don't know what Sindai tells these guys. Like from me or anybody straight to what's it called? Chris Wood and Harvey Barnes. Just not the first ball and they'll be chasing the second ball. Like the game will be very boring. Like
Chelsea are
going to
need to avoid every form of set pieces, corner kicks, whatever, because once Burnley scores from his corner kick, it's over. they will defend that goal with their life.
Honestly.
Anyway, I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
But then I expect Chelsea to win, maybe 2-1 Chelsea. But then it's going to be difficult. They're just going to have to fight and grind out the results. It's not going to be easy for them. So maybe 2-1 win Chelsea.
Have you noticed that Chelsea is actually playing a high line under Tuchel, and they're actually pressing very high? A very long ball to Woods or Abibas, and there will be a serious problem.
Actually.
And guys, it's just a very crazy picture. It's going to be very boring, that's for sure. Very boring.
We'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah, just wait and see. But I'm still going for a 1-1 draw. I just feel like it's going to be a draw. Blackout says Chelsea 0, Burnley 1. Could just happen. I'm telling you. You know, Tuchel has been feeling very optimistic because of the way they played. The ball has not been a very, very organized low block.
Yeah,
the time you tactical go and you start like it's crazy. It's crazy. I know it's always a worry for the bigger teams when they play teams like Burnley, like when they set up that way, go to break down. And then after that, we'll be having 15:00 West African time, Leicester City versus Leeds United. This is going to be a very high attacking game. Bello, what's your thoughts?
I would say Leicester City always struggle against smaller teams you expect them to be. But when they played in the first leg, they expected that high line from that Leeds high line. They expected seriously. And I think they won 4-1 or so with like 2 or 3 counter attacks. It depends. If Bamford wasted like 3 big chances that game. He has sense. He has sense. Just bury some chances. Then I think this should be good. But like without Vardy, Kelechi or whoever is going to be up top, or Ayozi or whoever is going to be up top, it's not going to be the same. So but I don't know. I'll go for a slim Leeds victory with 2-1. 2-1. 2-1 for Leeds.
2-1 for Leeds. Ike.
No, 2-1 for Leicester. 2-1 for Leicester.
2-1 for Leicester. Okay.
Yeah. I think I also go with Bello. It's going to I think a 2-1 win for Leicester. I would have predicted a higher score, but Vardy is out of the team. I don't think Iheanacho is that pacey. I don't even think Iheanacho would start to replace Vardy because Leeds actually leave a lot of space in behind for attackers to exploit. But then I don't see, with the absence of Vardy, I don't think Leicester would actually exploit that to the fullest, coupled with the fact that they tend to disappoint against smaller teams like this. But if they were playing bigger sides, then you would see their full strength and full potential. So I think Leicester would just maybe snatch 2-1 victory for Leicester. 2-1.
Blackheart says the match goes sweet, Leicester 2, Leeds United 1. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to disagree with all of you. I feel like this is the kind of game that Leeds United will win. One, there is nobody to hit them on the break when they all push forward. Iheanacho is quite wasteful. If there's anybody that is going to be a threat, it's Abi Barnes. There's anybody that is going to be a threat, it's Abi Barnes. And we know Leeds will pressure Leicester. They will pressure Leicester like say tomorrow.
With Bamford.
Well, you have other players that could score in Rafinha. We all know that Leeds does not depend on Bamford to get goals. The goals actually go round. And I
Rafinha will score.
Leeds have been a bit decent defensively in their past games. They've not been chipping in goals from all angles recently.
Because the attackers of the opposition have been wasteful, not because they've been decent defensively.
Well, whichever player, it's going to be a game of both sides attacking, and when it comes to who is going to outscore who, I just feel Leeds will have an upper hand when it comes to who is going to outscore who. So I'm going for a Leeds win. 2-1 win Leeds for me anyway. We'll find out tomorrow.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow who's actually going to win that particular tie. And then West Ham will be playing Liverpool by 17:30 West African time. Antonio should just score for me, man.
You've joined the Antonio bandwagon.
Yeah, I know Liverpool is going to win a 2-1 or something, but Antonio should just score a scrappy goal, you know. One of those type he scores, one scrappy goal, and my FPL should just.
But then I feel West Ham have actually exceeded my expectation this season. They've actually been very good.
Everybody's expectations.
And defensively too, the way they set up, they've not been shipping in goals. They don't give out a lot of chances. With the double pivot of Souček and Souček and Declan Rice, they actually shield the back four very well. They do a very good job. And then and then going forward, Souček had a lot of height in the opposition box and he scores a lot of goals too. I think he has had like 5 or 6 goals this season. So I on the contrary to what you say, I don't think Liverpool, if Liverpool will win this game, then they have to work really hard for it. Because they have issues in defense right now. But okay, I think Matip is back. Matip played their last game and Fabinho should be available too. So probably a back four of Arnold, Fabinho, Matip, and Robertson. But then I think it's going to be a draw game for me. I think 1-1.
Okay. Ike is going for a 1-1 draw between Liverpool and West Ham United. I'm actually going for a 2-1 win in favor of Liverpool. But we'll see what happens tomorrow when that game kick off by 17:30 West African time. And then the last game of the weekend is Brighton versus Tottenham Hotspur. This is gonna be a great one. Bello is out. I don't know. Ike, what's your take?
Maybe it's Spurs. Hurricane is out. I don't know for reason. Spurs is Kane is out. Son was lost in that game against Liverpool. I don't know. I feel wow. I think it's going to be Brighton
0-0 draw for me.
I was about saying that. Brighton actually, they're not a team that sits down deep. They actually love to play football too. Yeah. They press really high and they score goals. They score goals too. So I might just go for a 1-0 draw. 1-0
draw. Yeah, we all know how Mourinho is whenever he loses a key player, he becomes very pragmatic. You see him setting up in a very defensive formation because of Brighton. It's just horrible when you see Jose Mourinho doing things like this. Well, of course, we know Harry Kane is a very important player for Tottenham, but you need to find other ways to still get results. Attack teams, even if you lose a Harry Kane or something. But Mourinho is not the type you would see. He's not the type of manager you see such from. It's going to be a very pragmatic setup.
Normal.
Yeah. And well, for Harry Kane, it's just a question of when. We all knew he's going to go on his season injury. It's definitely going to happen. Longer this time around, but it
happened. Came pretty late this time, but let's hope he's not out for too long.
Let's hope it's not out for too long. Do you feel like it's part of the reason why bigger clubs are not going for Harry Kane? Maybe they are just scared that they're just worried that he's just gonna get injured, like when you need him the most.
Injuries are part of the game, but I don't think bigger clubs are staying away from Harry Kane because of his injury problems. You wouldn't actually call him a very injury-prone player, but then he goes on 1 or 2 injuries like that in the season. But I think bigger clubs have stayed away from Harry Kane because of probably having to deal with Dan Levy. Because man, if you go close to Kane, Lewis is going to cut off your head with the price. He's going to call. I just feel that's what clubs are staying away from for now. Coupled with the fact that Kane actually he doesn't look like maybe a player that wants a move or something. I don't know. Feels at home at Tottenham, and I don't think generally that clubs are staying away from him because of his injuries. No, I just think maybe because of the price tag.
One thing is for sure, English pundits have just been pushing Kane to move to Manchester United for some reason. I don't know why. For some reason. But yeah, they've been on that matter. It looks like they practically designed Harry Kane for Manchester United. It's a move that might finally happen, probably after the time of Cavani or something, because Martial is definitely not living up to expectations. So Manchester United.
How old is Kane now? How old is Kane now?
27.
So the move wants to happen in the next when he will be 29, 30. What's the use? No.
Bello is out again. Oh, Bello has to go. He's tied up with something. So Bello, thanks for coming in on the show. It's good to have you back. Hopefully we'll have another beautiful show next week. Well, at this point, the show has finally come to an end. Thank you, Ike, for coming in on the show. I hope you actually scored goals this morning in training. Or you still play
I did not. Yeah, now, holding recycler.
Recycle. So you're busy doing a De Jong backer thing. Whoa, wonderful. You're recycling everything. Is that right?
Man, it was good, man. Man, you need to watch me now.
Yeah, hopefully we'll play football together soon, man. It's been a while.
I'll run you straight. Or just pray in my house.
Like church flyer, everywhere. Hopefully I last for like 10-15 minutes and then I'm out.
Normal.
or I will just sit back and just take my time, not run around, just enjoy the game and everything.
Enjoy yourself. Really.
Yeah, not running around or trying to do so much tackle or something. Anyway, guys, so that's the show for you guys. And for those of you that joined us throughout the show, thank you guys for being on the show. It was really fun having you all here. Thank you, thank you, Bello. But Kunle could not make it. Hopefully, he's there next week. See you guys in our next show, guys. Bye.
Thank you, man. Peace out.